What's going on, Cancer? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, I'm sorry I got a little backed up this month. I like to get these mid-months out at least by the 15th, so I'm sorry about that. Now anytime I do a mid-month for you guys, it's the 15th of the month I'm doing it on to the 15th of the month after, okay? So this will be until like October 15th, that sort of energy. All right, guys, so let's see what's going on for y'all. This will be for past, present, future. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Cancer signs. So let's see what's up. Now, guys, for these videos, I always go on views. So I'm like, oh my God, Cancer doesn't love me. I only get like 2,000 views from them. But that's why I do the order that I do it in, you know, because I want to engage with people who are watching me the most, just because it's beneficial to me. It's more beneficial to them. So if you guys want to start seeing your videos sooner, just let your friends know about it. You know, start watching it, and I'm here, okay? All right, so what is the energy around Cancer right now? Start with at least 3 oracle cards. We have authority, mental conflict. Let's get at least one more to start. Emotional loss, okay? Energy here is standing your ground. So there's a lot being thrown at you guys right now, but it's like you're kind of having that emperor attitude where it's like, look, I need to be solid. I'm moving away from anything that doesn't make me feel solid, and I'm taking control. I'm taking charge of my life, okay? You know, there could be things that it's like, it kind of messes you up when you think about it, or it could just put you in a place where you're just like, what the fuck, okay? But with this emotional loss card here, you know, someone's definitely feeling something. This is kind of like the 5 of Cups sort of energy. Why are these cards here? What's going on? We have temptation. So it's like, you know the right thing to do. You know what needs to be done. You know what's right. That doesn't mean you're not going to be tempted by other things. And keep in mind, this could be vice versa. This could be, you know, me picking up on the energy of someone around you. Intuition, okay? So even though you have more than one option, or you have different paths you could take, or maybe you're just thinking about something that was a conflict to you at some point, whether it was or still is, okay, you're still very tapped in. Even though that conflict may be there, like, what do I do? What do I do? You know what needs to be done, okay? Let's get one last card here, at least one more. All right, 2 more popped out. Victory and success, fertility, suffering in science, I hated science in school, so maybe some of you are suffering in science, but suffering in silence and emotional withdrawal. So there's 2 sides of this, Cancer. One side, it's like, shit, that happened. Damn, I was dancing with the devil. How did I get there? But because of that loss that you endured, because of the suffering that you went through, victory, success, new beginnings. When you see fertility, think of that as like the Empress card. So there's something you're giving birth to here. It could be an idea that you're forming into an actual business. It could be a new person that you meet, that this is going to be your next relationship, okay? So it's like you did the work that you needed to, and there's like an awakening feel to this, because we wake up and we tap into ourselves by going through pain. There is no other way to evolve. I truly wish there was. But the wisest people in this world are the people who have been through the most shit, okay? So it takes pain to grow in a spiritual sort of way. Pain is what taps us into our higher selves, okay? So here you tapped in, guys. And it may not have been in the best way, but you did, okay? And it was necessary. We all need that awakening so that we can avoid getting ourselves into the same cycles over and over and over. Okay. All right, guys. Let's use Universal Tarot for you guys if you're interested in this. All right, so past, present, and future. What is going on for my Cancers? What is going on with the sign of Cancer? Past, present, and future. All right, so we have your past. Let's just get 6 more cards for your present and future. And we will get the show on the road, Cancer. All right, so just 2 more cards. And we can get started. 1 more card here. Okay. All right, Cancer. So the energy that we have here is the 4 of Pentacles. This is someone who's guarded. It could be someone who's being tight with money, or maybe, you know, they have to hold on tightly to the last $20 they have until, you know, they get paid. So it could be that sort of energy. But you're being guarded because there was something that was kind of out of your control. There was some sort of ending here. It was chaotic. It was out of control. And it's something that you had to let go of. For some of you, this really doesn't have to do with love. For some of you, this is like a group of friends that you realize were trash. This was a group of co-workers that you realize you didn't want to work with. This could be just any sort of group of people or establishment or corporation where you're just like, no, this doesn't resonate with me. Okay, so it could be that sort of thing there. But we'll keep that in. We'll keep this in mind because, you know, there is some sort of reservation here with that 4 of Pentacles energy. All right, so let's look at your past first. We have the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so there could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy around you guys, or we can have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy here. But I feel like someone had to just become very logical in a situation. Okay, for some people, something was depleting you financially, or there's a situation where someone was not genuinely invested in something. Okay, so let's see what this is and what this Ace of Pentacles could be, what this new beginning could have been. Okay, why is this King of Swords here? We have the 5 of Swords, Ace of Wands in the reverse, Moon card. So you become very, very aware, okay, that something is just bullshit. There's too much fighting, there's too much arguing, kicking, screaming, all this stuff. And it's like you want no part in it. So either you realize something needs to be let go of, or something's just revealed where something is, you know, released, something is let go of. Now, for a lot of you, you may have been, especially if you're dealing with another person, okay, you could have been the better person in the situation. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say 2 people break up because of cheating. Obviously, if one didn't cheat and one did, one has more fault than the other. Okay, so in this, maybe someone else had more fault than what you had. I also see, Cancer, for some of you, you had good intention to really show yourself in a very, very strong way. And the power was there. It never went anywhere. Like, you were very powerful within yourself and what you're able to do in life, how you're able to execute things in life. But for some of you specifically, you may have been living in a way where it was inauthentic in some way, shape, or form to you. So it's like, I'm this powerful person, so why was I even doing things like that? Why was I even entertaining that? So it's like this sense of like, wait, I've been that bitch this whole time. I've had this power this whole time. You know, I just wasn't exuding it around the right people or in the right places. Okay, so next we have the King of Pentacles reversed. So why is this King of Pentacles reversed here? Death card in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something that a person is holding on to that just needs to end. Maybe there's some sort of betrayal here. But I keep getting, you know, the feeling that either someone was losing out financially in something, maybe they were overspending on something, or someone just wasn't genuinely, again, invested. Okay. Lastly, for your past, we have this Ace of Pentacles. So let's see why this is here. Hanged Man. Queen of Swords in the reverse. So what I like about this is you guys get to the point where you know what doesn't work for you. You know what's not natural for you. So now we get to a place where I'm not bending over backwards. I'm not jumping through hoops. If it doesn't make sense, then I'm not in it. Okay? And there's just this very strong sense of protection. Okay? Where someone, either they're so like bitter or they're so like scorned by something that it's like, there's no way I'm going to let you through. And it is okay to be in this position. This could be you. This could be someone else you're dealing with. It's totally cool if you need to be in this position to protect yourself, to protect your energy. That's fine. The Queen of Swords is very powerful in the reversal and, you know, upright. But there's a fine line between protecting herself or himself and self-sabotage. And the Queen of Swords reverse sits right on that line, where it's okay to protect yourself, but you also have to be honest with yourself. Like, okay, shit, was that too much? Was that necessary? Could that have gotten me into something deeper? You know, because she could be the person, and I use this example all the time, who's had a terrible day. Like, you're about to blow. You're driving home, you're on the highway, and one of your tires go flat. And that's it. You know, the volcano finally erupts, and you're like, fuck! And you take that knife, and you slash the other 3 tires out of anger. So it's like, I get why you're angry. But now you have 4 tires you need to replace, when before it was only 1. And I know it was in the heat of the moment, and I know it felt good to exert that energy for a second, but now you have to go deep into your pocket to fix this. Tires are what, like $200-$300 a pop? Okay, you just quadrupled your problem. So you want to make sure that you're not taking that approach. All right. Present moment, guys, we have the Fool card, Queen of Pentacles, and Hierophant reversed. Someone has exerted everything they could. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, in my opinion, and this is not because I'm a Taurus, I feel like she is the most difficult queen to get into reversal, because she will endure the most. She or he, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, but this is someone that can really go through it. Like, if you need someone to hold down the fort for as long as possible and fight that war for the long, you know, as long as possible, you want Pentacle energy, because they can last. They can go rounds. No pun intended. But here, someone put their all into it. They tried every way, shape, and form to make something work. And at the end, it's like it doesn't work. So you have both of these energies mixed together, these 2 queens in the reversal. So it's like someone is just like, fuck, like I should have gotten more out of a situation. And there's that realization of, this was throwing me off, not just my path, but my life path. I wouldn't have became who I'm meant to be with this in my life. If I would have continued moving forward, I would have just kept hitting road bump after road bump after road bump. Okay? I feel like in the past too, there may have been someone passionate about you, or you passionate about something or someone. Okay? But something about this opportunity or this offer just couldn't be, you know, it wasn't legit. But why is this Fool card reversed here? We have the 7 of Cups. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like something seemed very promising, and it's like, oh, come here, I'll take your 10,000 and I'll flip it into 100K, you know, and I'll give it back to you tomorrow. But don't call me tonight. So it's just like, it's something that promised a lot of prosperity, but I feel like it was bullshit. Okay, so you choose not to build it, and by you letting it go and not building it, this is why you have a very, you know, solid foundation. This is your core energy. This is the center of your reading. Queen of Pentacles reversed. So with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you know, again, that feeling of being depleted, that feeling of, you know, I was ride or die, and you put me to the part where I just felt like I had to die, or I had to let this situation die. Not I have to die, okay? No killing each other, guys. Pain is temporary. We get over everything, no matter how deep it is. We have the 8 of Wands, Page of Cups in the reverse, Hermit card, 2 of Swords. So someone was on the fence about whether or not they should keep something, but eventually it's like, I have to remove myself from this. I have to, you know, play that loner card for now, or I have to dig deep into myself right now, because I feel like there's something where you're already depleted, or someone else is very, you know, depleted, but someone is still trying to convince another person of something, and it's just like, why are you talking? You know you can't give me what you just offered. You know you can't go through with what you just promised. So I'm good. Okay? But again, for some of you, you might still consider it. But it's depleting. I genuinely just see a depleting energy here, guys. All right? Hierophant in the reverse. I love this card, whether or not it's in the upright or reversal, because it lets me know that something is or is not supposed to be in your life. And it's very good when we know for sure if something belongs in our lives or not. So something would have derailed you, and you're figuring that out. King of Wands in the reverse. 7 of Swords. If this has to do with love, someone's just straight up a player. They keep too many secrets, okay? And for a lot of you, you're still attached to this. You're still stuck on it mentally, okay? It's not a good idea, though. Whether you're around this or not, you keep coming up, you know, as like a powerful person, as someone who has their morals and they stand on their 2 feet, you know? But something just wasn't you. Someone wasn't being honest, or you couldn't truly be yourself with this in your life. And it tries to re-enter your life, or you try to go back to it. But guys, this is all it brings you. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Dissatisfaction, unhappiness, you know, not being in a good place when you're around this. All right? Okay, guys. So moving forward into the future, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 4 of Swords. All right? So there could be some sort of drama that happens, someone who's angry about something. But what I like is that even though someone may mentally be stuck on something, there is this sense of replenishment. There's a sense of, I lacked in this, but now I have this. Or my bank account was $30 last week and it's $10,000 this week. So it's like anything you lacked in, it's there now. Why is this Queen of Wands reversed here? 9 of Cups in the reverse. 4 of Pentacles. So guys, someone just really gets pissed off about something. There's drama over something. But I really feel like this could be avoided, because someone is just kind of in denial with this High Priestess in the reverse. So it's like someone knows something deep down inside. Okay? But it's like they have a hard time grasping it. Now, whether you're on the short end of this or you're happy about this change, I see something good come in. Okay? If you're happy, it's because you found something that it's meant to be there. It's a soulmate. It's that dream job. It's, you know, just something that you're really in tune with. It could be a soulmate best friend. It doesn't have to be romantic. All right? But for those of you that were just kind of like on the short end and it's like, fuck, you know, did I make the right choice? Blah, 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 blah. The world is going to throw so many blessings at you. So regardless of where you stand, you are so fulfilled, and that's why that sense of lack goes away. 3 of Swords reverse, healing. Okay, you're healing. The sense of lack goes away. Okay, and you're just, again, realizing that there's things that no matter what you said or did to get it off the ground, it wasn't going to work out, but that was beyond you. That doesn't change who you are. That doesn't make you less of a person. You're still powerful, okay? But this is just something that you guys kind of like keep in your head. So sometimes we can look at the past to get answers as to how we should conduct ourselves for the future to avoid certain things. But in this case, a lot of you could be dwelling on something that it didn't bring you power, or like it didn't bring any sort of benefit to your life to begin with. So it's kind of like, let me use an example. It's kind of like if we're finally single, but our last relationship, it was abusive. Okay, so this person put us down every day. They gaslit us. They told us we were shit. It was the type of person that they could cheat on you, but you end up, you know, apologizing by the end of the conversation. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that I found out you cheated on me. Is there any way, you know, I can make it better? It's like that crazy sort of thing. So there's something that, you know, whatchamacallit, with that example. So it's like looking at that person, you know, that person who gaslit you, that person who lied to you, manipulated you, hit you, abused you, you know, they did all this shit. Moving forward, is that the person that you should think about when you're trying to think about what you want to do in life and what's best for you in life? Do you want to use an abuser's mindset towards you to dictate your future? Because that's what's happening here, and it's not going to be that situation, you know. Hopefully that's not the situation for any of you. But that's going to be a situation where there is something fucked up. But it's like you or maybe someone towards you, they still look at that for validation. Okay? I wouldn't want to get validation out of the shit in a toilet. you know? And that's kind of what I feel here. Someone's looking at shit in the toilet and saying, hey, do I look pretty today? Why do you matter? You're talking to shit. Okay? So sorry to be so vulgar, guys, but, you know, your mind is just still on it. All right? And it doesn't serve you. You got to get past it, guys. All right? This is something, you know, this should be something that makes you feel better and kind of like maybe relieved in a sense where this, no matter what you did, it would have happened. Okay? It would have ended up that way. So even if you never fucked up, even if you were, you know, the number one angel on this planet in regards to the situation, this person, whatever, it still would have went down. So if it's someone who did you wrong, if you're just like, oh, well, if I would have done this, they would have never done that. Oh, no, they would have done it. They would have done it anyways. Okay? So you have to keep that in mind. This was beyond you. You know, I'm not saying to not take responsibility, but for a lot of you, you weren't necessarily the problem. Okay? Now, if this is something you guys are still waiting on and you're still thinking about it, love yourself. Okay? For the cross watcher, if you felt this way with the Cancer, you got to love yourself. I see someone who's waiting on something unhealthy, and you need to love yourself. And what I always say, guys, when it comes to situations like this, take the dearest person on this planet to you. Your mother, your grandmother, your favorite cousin, your best friend, whoever it is. Think of a person that you would never want any harm, and you would genuinely want them to succeed in the best way possible. I want you to think about that person for a moment, okay? You have them? Okay. Now, if this person was in your shoes and they were going through this, what is your advice? All right, so take yourself out of it. Put your favorite person there. Give them advice. How do you get out of this? What do you want for them? You love them so much. And that's you. You got to love you so much. So you love this person so much and you want the best for them, right? So would you want this for them? Because you know that they are loved and that they deserve the world and they deserve the best. Okay? And so do you. So this is a no-brainer. But I really see that maybe someone's like traumatized, or maybe someone... I hope this doesn't resonate again for a lot of people, but for a small few of you, you know, Spirit is telling me to say it. This is the mindset that I see of an abused victim afterwards, where, you know, I hope none of you have ever been through this, but like when someone is abusing you and you call the cops, and you didn't want to call the cops, but you want the fighting, the beating to stop. And finally the cops get there and they arrest that person. And you just feel like shit. And it's like, how do I feel like shit? I did the right thing. But just because someone does that, it doesn't mean that there's not still a line of love there, even though it's a very, very unhealthy one. So I see someone who went through something that was just crazy, but there's still an attachment towards it. Okay, so don't be afraid to talk to people, to seek out help. And remember, if this was your favorite person on the planet, what would you advise them? Okay? All right, Cancer, so let's get you guys some advice on this, and let's see how Spirit wants to guide you through this, okay? And guys, if this is resonating with you so far, there is a link in the description below to donate. Thank you so much to those that do. It really helps to keep the channel running, okay? And you guys can follow me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. I am also on Twitter, Bruhaship. All right, so what's up, Cancer? It's a waste of time, my loves, okay? I wanted to say baby. Whoever you guys are, I want to fucking hug you right now, okay? Or whoever's feeling this, I want to hug you. So, baby, it ain't worth it. Yes, it's available to you. But how long can we dance with the devil before losing ourselves? Okay? Whether something was really throwing you off your high horse, or somebody was very emotionally, you know, unstable. You got to see it for what it is, okay? And you have to free yourself. Your spirit knows what it needs to do. And your spirit wants you emancipated from this issue. We have the Knight of Swords. The Moon card in the reverse. And we have the Hierophant. Spirit says, stay away. You weren't thinking clearly here. Something was forced. Okay? For you to get what you truly desire in life, it's you having it's like a whole 180 that you're doing. Life is going to change drastically for you. But again, emancipating yourself and realizing that something was a waste of time and effort is absolutely vital right now. Okay? Think with your logic. You can acknowledge your emotions, but don't let your emotions be the deciding factor, because right now I don't know if that can be trusted. This woke you up in a way that you needed to. And with this Hierophant here, Spirit wanted, not that Spirit wanted this to happen, but with you being logical and taking the approach that you know needs to be taken, you find your life path. Okay? This is when Spirit comes in and says, all right, you went through that and you learned from that. And now it's time to give you everything. Okay? So this is a path that we all strive for. Okay? And this is a path that you guys finally have available to you. It may not have come in the prettiest package, but you got it. All right? Pain is how we wake up. It's how we tap in. It's how our spirits ascend. And yours has ascended. Okay? So really look forward to the future. Don't spend all your thoughts and all, don't spend so much time worrying about what didn't go right. Worry about what can go right for the future. Okay? Because what's meant for you guys is not going to be compromised. All right? So if it's meant for you, it's there for you. You don't have to worry about it. All right? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back with your October readings next. Thank you for those who like, who subscribe, who turn on the notifications. I appreciate y'all. Take care, Cancer.